Hi, I'm Esther and welcome to The Language Kitchen from IPC Exeter. In this series, we're looking at some idiosyncrasies of everyday life in the UK. In today's episode, the British sense of humour. Now, as you all know, the British sense of humour is by far and away the most sophisticated in the entire world. Or at least this is genuinely what most British people seem to think. Many non-Brits, however, completely fail to grasp what makes the British sense of humour funny. So, in this video, I thought I'd give you 6 aspects that are very common to all British humour to help you understand us. Number 1, sarcasm. In general, British people aren't great at saying what we mean, and this is definitely true in our humour. Sarcasm is basically saying the opposite of what you mean for comedic effect. We're sarcastic about things, about events, and about people. When I lived abroad, I had to learn very quickly that insulting people to their faces can actually be viewed as rude rather than the endearing sign of eternal friendship it is here. Number 2, satire. This is basically like political sarcasm. We really love to mock the news, and there are many shows, podcasts, comedians who help us make fun of our leaders. Number 3, understatement. British people understate everything. If there are floods around, you might say it's a tad wet outside. If you've completely flunked an exam, you might say, I could have done a little better. For some reason, we find this understatement hilarious. It's just kind of whimsical and charming to us. Number 4, self-deprecation. This understatement applies to ourselves and our personalities too. You really need to be able to mock yourself if you want to thrive in British society. Many of our best-loved comedians have made their millions out of laughing at themselves and their flaws and weaknesses, probably embellishing them a little bit for comedy as well. Number 5, absurdity. As well as all of this highbrow political satire, we really love a bit of nonsense. Some of our most famous comedy is, quite frankly, just bizarre. Think of things like Monty Python or The Fast Show. They make absolutely no sense at all, and that's why we love them. And finally, number 6, puns. British people really love wordplay. You only have to look at the front page of any of our tabloid newspapers to see how much we enjoy messing around with our language. Be aware, though, that it's not really socially acceptable to admit you enjoy puns. They're usually met with groans and pained looks, although secretly we're all wishing we'd been the one clever enough to think of the joke. So there you have it! British humour in a nutshell. What's not to understand? And just remember, if you don't get the joke, don't admit you don't understand the punchline. Just pretend you find it funny, and then we'll all continue to like you. That's all from me this time. I'll see you next time on The Language Kitchen from IPC Exeter.